What up? I'm Chet Popelka. This is the Braves TomaBlog. So I'm going to be coming out with a primer soon for the entire trade season for the Braves and everything that is entailed for them and each of their players. But in particular, I just want to make a whole video about one guy in particular, and that's Matt Kemp, because I've been hearing a lot of whispers, a lot of fans going over the idea of trading Matt Kemp. I don't know exactly what to make of these whispers or make of these ideas or anything like that. If you're John Coppolella, obviously the same thing applies as always. You're taking calls and you're listening in on it, but I think under no circumstance is is John Coppolella calling and saying, what do you want Matt Kemp for, or anything like that. I think if anything, John Coppolella calls anyone to get a trade value for Matt Kemp, it's to say, hey, you want Matt Kemp? I'll take Clint Frazier for him. And obviously the fans aren't in charge of trading Matt Kemp, so why do I need to make a video to talk to them about this? To tell the truth, it's obviously that I'm a little upset that I feel like Matt Kemp's not getting appropriately valued by the fans. What more could you want out of a guy? He's been a team leader, he's been a delightful clubhouse guy, he's been great since the time that he got here. He said he was going to lose weight, he lost the weight, and then he's continued to hit as well as he's hit since he was in Los Angeles. He's under contract for at least 2 more years. He's playing well. We're not overpaying him. I don't get it. Why would we want to get rid of him? I don't get with some fans why they feel this need to send out anyone that's hitting well in our lineup. And with that, I'm not just talking about Matt Kemp, obviously. I'm talking about Nick Markakis, who's been hitting really well of late. I'm talking about Brandon Phillips, who's been hitting really well all year. I'm talking about Matt Adams, been outstanding. I think that there's a perception that because he switched teams around a good bit and he gained some weight for a while and he had injuries that were repeated that he's 37 years old. Matt Kemp is 32 years old. He's a year older than Matt Ryan. Does everyone not remember what it was like before Matt Kemp was here? It was horrible. So yeah, if Minnesota comes to Atlanta and says, hey, I'll give you Nick Gordon for Matt Kemp, yeah, obviously you take that, but why would you rush back to a Matt Kemp-less world? Who are you going to replace him with? I get it if you want to trade Brandon Phillips for, the thing that you can get for Brandon Phillips. That makes sense. You have 1 year Brandon Phillips. You're not paying him much. And then you have Ozzy Albies take second base. It's just clear. And we have Ozzy's just our second baseman now. You trade Matt Kemp, who's your left fielder? Come on. You want Dustin Peterson out there? He's still recovering. You want Sean Rodriguez out there? He's still got his shoulder messed up. Who do you want? Johan Camargo out there? And I think it's an interesting contrast, and it's an oversimplification to simply say this, but now we're getting to see extended time without Freddie Freeman. And if you remember, the last year and a half before Matt Kemp got here, we got extended time without Matt Kemp. And if you look at the Braves lineup without Freddie Freeman versus the Braves lineup without Matt Kemp, it's actually better with Matt Kemp in it instead of Freddie Freeman. That's not to say that Matt Kemp is better than Freddie Freeman. It's just to say that he gives our lineup a remarkable balance that we haven't had in years. And unless you have that right-handed power bat that can hit above 300 and can slug as high as he does and gets on base as much as he does and plays somewhat a little bit less than adequate defense, why? Why would you do it? I don't know. I just feel like there's this perception that we have to go out of our way to cash in on players that are playing well. And I just don't agree with that. Look at Cincinnati. They always go out of their way to cash in on Todd Frazier, and they always go out of their way to cash in on Jay Bruce. They got Dilson Herrera, and they got Jose Peraza.